billion rand tender awarded for the Gauteng school feeding scheme is a subject of controversy, raising serious allegations of corruption, financial mismanagement, and political interference. The scheme intended to provide nutritious meals to millions of vulnerable learners across the province is now under scrutiny, with the critics arguing that its exorbitant cost and awarding process suggests that the needs of children have been sidelined. Let's speak now to Lisa Sukdev of the Umnotowetu Trading Enterprise. We were due to speak to the Gauteng Education Spokesperson, Steve Mabona. We are battling to get a hold of him, but I'm sure we will in a moment. But Lisa, let me come to you. Good afternoon. Thank you very much for your time. You've attempted to go to court in an attempt supposed to get a court order that the HOD as well as the MEC for Education should certainly be jailed for 30 days for failing to provide you with some documents that you had required. That court application, my understanding is that it was not successful.
Thabo, thank you very much for having us. Certainly, one correction. So I don't just represent one company. I am a spokesperson for a group of disgruntled bidders, part of the National School Nutrition Program. In terms of the court order, there's a number of key findings that we have. Number one, there were no properly constituted committees, meaning that the bid evaluation committee and the bid adjudication committees were not properly appointed in writing as required. So without lawful committees, all subsequent decisions are actually invalid.
Right.
Number two, there were no declarations of interest or confidentiality. Officials failed to submit mandatory declarations of interest and impartiality forms. So this creates the risk of conflicts of interest and corruption. And there's the absence of records and minutes. So no minutes exist for the bid evaluation committee or the bid adjudication meetings.
Yeah.
And the supply chain management prescripts require full record keeping. So the absence of that invalidates the evaluation and the adjudication process.
Right.
You know,
so what documents did the department give to you? Because they are saying, well, we did adhere to the order and did everything in our powers, possibly, as contemplated by this order, to forward you documents. I don't know whether they gave you all, but some documents certainly they did give.
Yeah, so they have not provided the bid evaluation committee minutes. They have not provided the minutes of the bid adjudication committee as well.
Yeah. And now, why? Did they tell you why? Are they lost? Where are those minutes?
So they are saying that they do not have these documents. So what we are saying is, in the absence of those documents, okay, because there's a very clear process that is required, full record keeping is required for the evaluation of any bid and for the adjudication thereof. The evaluation committee and the adjudication committee are not the same. The adjudication committee requires the evaluation committee's minutes in order to provide recommendations.
Right.
So they were unable to do that.
Yeah.
And their inability to provide documents means very simply that it just was not done.
Yeah. So what do you think then really happened? If there was no bid evaluation committee or bid adjudication committee, as you put it, there was never a meeting that said to do these things. There were never justifications or declarations of interest and so on and so forth. What do you think actually happened in the awarding of this scheme?
In my very, very strong opinion, like government officials continue to act with impunity and act like they are above the law, they've just gone out and, in my opinion, I think that they've just awarded bids to people that they know, where they have an interest, and without proper procedure being followed. In one of the instances, I mean, there's a direct conflict of interest here. A single director is linked to 3 awarded companies. The allegation links Mbembest Industries to politically connected individuals. This is a very serious allegation. And like I've said before on Newzroom Afrika, when I've done an interview, every allegation that we make, we have valid proof to substantiate.
Yeah. Yeah.
The defiance of the court order, the GDE has refused to release bid documents despite the court order compelling them to do this. This constitutes a contempt of court and undermines constitutional governance. It's something that we take very, very seriously. And unfortunately, because many people just let things go, we've had to take the stand, or the people that I represent had to take the stand to say, we're taking this matter to court. We are holding officials accountable for their lack of due diligence.
Yeah. At this point, it seems as though the department has been ordered to submit a supplementary affidavit. Well, this was supposed to have happened last week, it seems, sworn under oath, confirming that they truly do not have the documents and they have not been provided those documents, and therefore they can't provide them to you as companies. It seems if they fulfill that, it's the end of the road in this matter as far as the court process is concerned.
It's not the end of the road, because remember, they've sworn under oath that they do not have the documents. Yeah. Without the documents, it makes the entire process invalid.
Right.
So there's no way that they can now come back and say, fabricate documents or suddenly find them from wherever it was.
Right.
This entire process is invalidated by the department's lack of ability to follow due process. And the due process in supply chain management is in the Treasury Gazette. So they cannot do things willy-nilly as they like. It's absolutely unacceptable.
Lisa?
So, the other thing I have to tell you, Thabo, is there's many times that Steve Mabona, their spokesperson, has come on media, national media, and made statements that are absolutely incorrect. One of two things are happening. Either he is ill-informed or he is blatantly misleading the public. So every single time we've come on an interview hoping to have him engage with us and hoping that he would be able to tell the truth, he's not done that. Yeah. And sadly, even today, where is Steve Mabona?
Unfortunately, we couldn't get a hold of him. We have been trying. We'll try. We'll keep on trying and get him on as well. Lisa, appreciate your time and thank you very much for coming on. Lisa Sukdev from Umnotowetu Trading Enterprises, but actually representing a group of disgruntled companies as far as how this particular tender scheme has been handled.